Honda have just announced that they will be leaving Formula 1 at the end of the 2021 season. Now, it has been a turbulent return for Honda in the Formula 1 era. Of course, they were regarded as one of the strongest partnerships, along with the British team McLaren back in the 80s and 90s. We saw people like Ayrton Senna take to their championships and podiums through the Japanese brand. It has been good. It has been in and out of Formula 1. They've had a very big involvement with Formula 1. Really just enjoyed and celebrated the love for Japanese Formula 1 in our sport. Of course, as I say, they had their run with McLaren back then. They also were famous for being the 2008 team, in which Jenson Button drove for, but didn't have a seat in 2009. They went into administration, the team, which are also based here in the Midlands. They went into administration at the end of that year. That meant that Ross Brawn, the team principal of Honda at that point, stepped in to buy them for £1 out of their administration. And the rest is history. It's another tangent. Of course, Braun, we all know how to do it. Well, they do. But Honda, unfortunately, weren't in that season. They did really well, but they were back after a few years of hiatus. McLaren, after the Mercedes era, weren't too happy with their 2014 pace with K-Mag and Jenson Button. Ron Dennis decided to revamp and bring back Honda, bring back the Japanese brand in their team. McLaren Honda, just like the 80s and 90s, just like Senna, it was going to be incredible. What was better than that, you hear me ask? Well, Fernando Alonso, the two-time world champion, he was at the team as well. So you had Jenson, you had Fernando, and you had Ron Dennis at the helm running a team with the Japanese manufacturer back. It was a good partnership. It really was good. And McLaren Honda were back. Well, that's what we thought anyways. 2015 was right with problems for McLaren. They were outside of the points and they regularly missed out on Q2 appearances. When they did get points, it showed that the pace of both drivers, the 2009 world champion, who won, of course, with that Brawn, the rescue team from Honda, and the two-time world champion from Renault, it showed their power. And what McLaren had, that Honda power unit was not good in that car. Regular problems, especially for Fernando, who... the complainer side of him came out in that year. GP2 engine, of course, which was the famous one. We're driving like amateurs, which was in Canada. The GP2 engine one was at the home race of, in Suzuka in Japan, of course, the home race of Honda. Not a good thing to see. It showed his disappointment from the Honda power unit, and we all were. Also, 2016 showed a little bit more improvement from the team, but it still wasn't great. And 2017, even though it was more of a revamped year for McLaren, of course, a different car, the different engine regulation change, the different change for aerodynamics and things like that, and a revamp in the team could have gone in a better direction. It showed promise, but it wasn't great for the team. And at the end of that year, they said that they were going to be parting ways with the Japanese power unit and going to French team Renault. At the same time, Christian Horner announced that the Austrian team of Red Bull Racing were interested in having Honda power units in their car after their not very good relationship in latter stages with Renault. The Red Bull partnership with Renault was incredible. Sebastian Vettel 4-4. It was amazing. I mean, that car in the V8 era was incredible. V6, it did let them down. A lot of reliability problems, especially on Daniel Ricciardo's side, let him down. You can see a trend. One driver, sometimes doesn't get the best out of the car. Ricciardo having problems, Verstappen having problems. 2017 saw half of the race that he actually entered retiring from, and that took him out of what could have been a championship winning year for Max Verstappen, and that would only be his first full year in the Red Bull car and his second season in Formula 1. Absolutely incredible if he would be able to do that, but the Red Bull car definitely let him down. Daniel Ricciardo was definitely thinking that this was not a good partnership to have for Red Bull. They wanted to give Renault one more chance, so they stuck with them for the 2018 season and decided to give their sister team, Toro Rosso, as they were formerly called then, of course, now the Tauri team, the Honda power unit for their 2018 season, with Brendan Hartley and Pierre Gasly at the helm. Those two drivers are very much in transitional periods. It wasn't the best for Brendan. It was okay for Pierre, but that car was very, very good. It definitely improvement over using the old Ferrari engines and showing that the Scuderia Toro Rosso was still part of the Red Bull progression. Of course, Red Bull Junior program, where all the drivers come from and things like that, was kind of getting away from them. And of course, the Italian team using Ferrari engines, the competitor of Red Bull, it might not have been the best fix. Christian definitely wanted, Helmut definitely wanted, Dietrich Mateschitz definitely wanted a partnership between those two to get stronger. And this definitely showed that they were testing the water for Red Bull to see would it go good, would it go bad. And if anything, actually, is Toro Rosso as a new team to venture out and see if this Honda unit would do them good when obviously Red Bull was sticking with Renault. Red Bull had problems. Of course, it was still better than the Honda power unit of Toro Rosso, but they were having a good performance, regular Q3 appearances, regular points finishes, and a good, strong, competitive car for those two drivers meant that Toro Rosso's experiment, or Red Bull's experiment, or Christian Horner's experiment worked, and the Honda power unit was here to stay. They had picked up from what McLaren had left off with. Toro Rosso were happy with their season. They were heading into their second season with the Honda power unit, and Red Bull Racing were going to be using this for the 2019 season. The only man who was not happy with that was Daniel Ricciardo. He decided to leave the team and stay with Renault and go to the actual manufacturing team of Renault Sport based out of Enstone, the French team with Cyril Abiteboul at the helm. This also stirred up some problems at Renault, and of course the memes flew, and I will definitely try and put some in the video, maybe at the end, but I mean, honestly, some of the memes have been absolutely insane. Cyril and Christian, I mean, I don't think there's any animosity there, but I mean, honestly, these memes are just incredible. Yes, so 2019, Daniel Ricciardo leaves the team. Red Bull Racing's lineup, of course, stays with Max Verstappen, and Pierre Gasly is promoted from Toro Rosso. Could have been because of the Honda power unit, showing that he had a good season with the Italian team. Of course, using Ferrari engines, now using Honda engines, and a more of a partnership in the Red Bull Junior program. The days of old, of course, where Sebastian, Danny Kvyat, Mark Webber, and of course Max Verstappen have come from. He was promoted to Red Bull Racing. Danny Kvyat returns to Toro Rosso after having a season out, of course, driving for Toro Rosso in the olden days and Red Bull Racing. And new Thai F2 driver is promoted, Alex Albon, to the team. It looks like a good lineup. That Honda power unit is very strong, but they're in the big leagues now. They weren't winning races with Toro Rosso. Nobody thought they would, but Red Bull Racing, come on, they must win races. Even that Honda power unit in 2014 won races, and that's exactly what they did. After a bit of a wait in July, the Austrian Grand Prix of 2019 came around, and regular winner, the reigning champion, the reigning winner from the 2018 race, Max Verstappen, wins the race. It's not Red Bull Racing Renault on top, it's Red Bull Racing Honda. Absolutely incredible scenes, and it's easy to see liars, and if you weren't crying, then if you say you weren't crying, that's a lie, because it was a big moment. The Japanese people that work behind Honda, they were crying. Of course, one of the Japanese representatives from Honda was taken on the podium by Max Verstappen. He was crying as well. A lot of the Red Bull people were crying as well. A new revamp for them. They didn't have to stick with Renault like they did. They didn't need them to win. They needed Honda. They could win with Honda. It was an amazing moment, and it was great to see for Japanese Formula One. Absolutely incredible from them. An okay performance from the second half of the garage, even though Pierre Gasly was demoted back. Of course, Alex Albon then taking the reign. Two teams, of course, using Honda engines, I would say sharing equal glory. The second half of the season was incredible for them. Also, Max Verstappen takes the victory in Brazil, and what could be not just a great race for Max, but a great race for Honda. One of their best races. We are looking back, I think, to a very, very long time before Honda. In my opinion, Honda, one of their best races of modern day Formula One. Max Verstappen wins the race in the Red Bull Racing Honda. The second place is Pierre Gasly in the Toro Rosso Honda. Of course, through all of the demotion and stuff, we're not going to go into that here. Through all of that, he manages to win a race in the Honda. He becomes the second driver to do this. Obviously, outside of Max Verstappen, he becomes the second driver to win a race. Jensen couldn't do it, Fernando couldn't do it, Brendan couldn't do it, nobody could do it apart from Pierre Gasly. Honestly, it was absolutely incredible. I've just said win there, I meant second place. Apologies for that. Did I say win? I meant second place. I meant second place anyway. But it'll come on to what I'm going to say next. So obviously second place from him. Also a good performance from Alex Albon as well. The man, of course, in the Honda-powered Red Bull. He drives to a pretty special third place on the last lap. He gets tipped by L.Hamilton. Very unfortunate from him. Obviously denying the Thai driver his first podium and Honda's third different podium in Formula 1. That would have been incredible. And that would have been an all-Honda podium in Interlagos. It would have been absolutely incredible to see that. 2020 rolls by, nothing changes in the driver lineup. We still have a strong Red Bull force and a Toro Rosso force, which are now rebranded as Alpha Tauri, showing strong in that Honda engine. All four drivers doing some good performances at the start of the year. Max Verstappen wins the 70-year anniversary race, the second race around Silverstone, and then Pierre Gasly wins the 2020 Italian Grand Prix. Absolutely incredible from him. Only 2 of those drivers have won in Honda powers, Max and of course Pierre. Pierre Gasly showing an incredible performance. Everyone says it was because of the demotion that powered him on. That is true, but what actually powered him was the Honda. And yeah, that was the Honda done. So obviously they announced today that they were leaving Formula 1 at the end of 2021. The memes flooded in. What are Red Bull going to do? Where are they going to go? They left Renault in... It was kind of a bit of a turbulent time, but not as something as animosity. They won many world championships with Sebastian. I think Renault do kind of need them. Of course, it's not going their way. Daniel Ricciardo tried. It hasn't gone their way, so they definitely need something to, of course, support them. I think Red Bull would definitely be a good chance for Renault, and I'm, to be honest, calling that almost right now. I'm saying they're going to go back to Renault. They have to. Mercedes power? No. And I'll tell you why. Red Bull are a front-running team. They always have been. Since their start, or maybe even, let's say 2009, they were a front-running team. Of course, it took a few years to get off the mark, but they were there. They were competing. It was incredible. They've always been like that. And they've always, of course, stayed their difference from Ferrari and Mercedes, being obviously their 2 rivals, especially Ferrari, of course, who have been there in almost every single year of Formula 1. If they went to Mercedes, it would see yes, of course, it would see a change, and yes, Red Bull might do well, like McLaren might, of course, them going back. But McLaren aren't a challenger to Mercedes. In they're not a challenger to Mercedes. Unfortunately, McLaren, they are a good team. I don't want to say they're a B team, but to be a customer team, I can see that happening because they're not fighting every single weekend. Mercedes, they're getting very, very close, but at the moment they're not at Mercedes. They're Renault, which is still can be, a competitor, because again, Renault aren't there. But I feel like if Red Bull went to Mercedes, it wouldn't go well. They couldn't do that. They couldn't be battling the actual Mercedes and driving a Mercedes car. I don't think they could do that. And nor could they do Ferrari. That's not on the table. Nobody's saying that at all. Thank you. Next. That is done. That is not even an option. I could only see Renault being the option, and I think Renault will be very happy to have them. Of course, several people saying that, you need a driver and a car in Netflix, Drive to Survive, to Christian Horner in season 1 is apparent, and it's incredible. It really, really is what is going to happen with them. Also as well, Max and Alex, what is going to happen with those 2 drivers? Less so Alex, who again looks like he might be more of an anchor at the team. I do see him, as long as he has consistent performances, staying at the team. But Max Verstappen, the man who I do believe has allegiance to Red Bull until this news came out. He does well in a Renault car and a Honda car. I'm not saying he needs Honda, but with this news coming round and the uncertainty that Red Bull will now be placed in for next year, and of course 2022 would depend on who they go for. 2022 will be a startup year for whoever it is, even if they return to Renault. Does Max want that? It is definitely hard to say. And of course, 2022 is 2 years down the line. My view on Max, though, is that I think, to leave straight away, probably not. I do see him staying. I definitely see him staying until the end of 2021. In my opinion, that's a good time, in his career, even if they stayed with Honda. It's a good time to evaluate, okay, that's a season and a half down the line. I've got the end of this season, where I am still a championship contender, remember. He's in 3rd place. He is doing strong. Holding 3rd, obviously, for Red Bull as well in the Constructors. But 2021, a year and a half away, I'll have next year to evaluate, can I go for the World Championship, depending on where Lewis and Mercedes are. I do think that's a stronger position for Max to then evaluate his career over this move. I don't see this move hindering Max too much, but I get where people are coming from and the uncertainty and the what is Max going to do in this situation. But it is good for Red Bull. It is good for AlphaTauri. What are they going to do now? Are they going to go to Red Bull? Are they going to go Renault? What are they going to do? It kind of gives them another kind of option to do. I think Honda has been successful for them. And it is very upsetting to see them leaving. But Christian Horner did make the executive decision to pull the plug on the Honda. And of course, they are the only 2 teams that are being powered. So as soon as the plug was pulled, that was them gone. It seems like a lot of the teams are happy with their decisions. Of course, Renault are returning. Mercedes are returning to McLaren next year. Of course, this will be the last year they've used Renault engines. It looks happy. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you think that the Honda era, not Red Bull and AlphaTauri, McLaren as well, do you think the Honda era was good? because that's what I'm excited to see. You know, we're talking about Red Bull, we're talking about AlphaTauri. We are, yes, Max, incredible, Pierre, incredible. But Fernando and Jensen, tell me what, and even Stoffel Van Dorn, I guess, tell me what that is like. Obviously, please let me know. Okay, so we have a few comments from Twitter, which I'm going to dive into now. We asked for your opinions. We asked for your opinions on the matter. A Doctor Who said, Red Bull have the choice. Tough it out with Renault or try to get a new engine supply from outside of Formula 1. Neither is a good choice, but it's about whether the second is worth the risk. Mercedes and Ferrari won't allow Red Bull to use their power unit since Red Bull are the second best team at the moment. Very much agree with that. Actually, you touched on something that I was about to touch on before, but I just missed it out there. Outside of Formula 1. Firstly, what comes to mind is I think they've missed their chance. Aston Martin. They were a partner with Aston Martin. Red Bull Aston Martin sounded incredible. And Aston Martin make incredible cars. They're also in motorsport. And Adrian Newey was thinking, you would never even know, he might have even planned it in his little doodle at home, an Aston Martin powered engine. And they would have powered Red Bull, and they would have been Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, or Red Bull Racing Aston Martin, but they wouldn't have just been a sponsor. They would have been the engine supplier for Red Bull, and that would have been absolutely incredible to see. They've really, really, really missed the chance there. They really have missed their chance. I feel like Red Bull at some point will consider this and go, we have really missed the boat on that. Yeah, completely agree. Red Bull and Mercedes and Ferrari would definitely have a very hard stronghold on Red Bull. The chances of them being a front-running team, they're good. They'll be a front-running team, but there won't be a competitive team in this way. It will be Red Bull Mercedes, it'll be Red Bull Ferrari. It's almost like buying a stake in a separate company, your rival company. That's it. Red Bull will not have a stronghold like they used to do. And Max, I'll tell you what, right, Max will definitely not want to stay around. If it was Red Bull Mercedes or Red Bull Ferrari, he is going to the actual Mercedes or the actual Ferrari, because I cannot see him doing this. And Red Bull's status as a strong A-list team will go, and they will become a B-list team, front running still, very much like Racing Point, and very much like what they'll become at Aston Martin next year, very much like that, but they will fall behind. They won't be the team of what they used to be. And then Carilla's come up with a very funny thumbnail, and it is his career over, and of course that is Max Verstappen with a very funny Nico Rosberg. We also asked who is going to power Red Bull, and a lot of people actually are kind of going, we'll have to see what's out there. Mercedes, Ferrari, it's a hard one to compare. Is Max going to stay there until 2021? Not Andrea asked that. Such a shame. Porsche or Audi? Heron says. Good shout. Very much like Doctor Who as well, of course, keeping it outside of Formula 1. Judd or Cosworth? Cosworth, wow. That is a blast from the past. And Varun Sambi, Horner to Cyril right now. And it is a meme of someone saying homies for life, definitely. Obviously, the Leonardo DiCaprio one is incredible from Django Unchained. That meme is just blowing up like mad. You need a new engine. What is going on with Renault right now? And there we go. It's uncertain times at Red Bull Race, but you've got to remember as well, the Honda era was around when McLaren also were. Big shock to hear about this, but maybe new ground, and it's going to be exciting to see what they do. Both teams do. AlphaTauri, who again are breaking out of the shell of a support team to Red Bull Racing. What are they going to do? Could this be the break that AlphaTauri need to change from a B-list team and behind Red Bull and a sister team to their own team? I certainly believe that they can. It's not about the name. They could have done it when they were Toro Rosso, Italian for Red Bull. But Scuderia AlphaTauri, brand new colours. Yes, they've got the bull in the name, but they're Italian. They're a different team. And when we said the Tifosi in Monza, we weren't talking about the Ferrari Monza. We were talking about the AlphaTauri Tifosi. And I think that could be a thing. Could this be an AlphaTauri reborn? Could this be their breakaway? Could this be the gate being left open? And could they run free from Red Bull? That is a theory. I would like you guys to let me know in the comment section below. Do you think AlphaTauri can become their brand new team? What happened to Max? What about the Honda move? Did you like the Honda era as well, including the McLaren days, of course? And what is next for Red Bull Racing? Mercedes or Ferrari, Porsche or Audi, Judd or Cosworth, or maybe they'll get a push. Maybe Max Verstappen can push them from behind. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Or maybe you can get his Dutch army to help. Let me know in the comment section below. And yes, I look forward to reading them. Thank you very much for everyone that's commented on Twitter. If you haven't followed us already, please go and follow us on Twitter. The link will be down in the description box below. Also, in terms of go and check things out in the description box below. And that, of course, is to subscribe to our channel. We are just outside 2.8 at the moment. We hope that you can please stay tuned with us for the rest of the 2020 season. We really hope that you enjoy. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. You'll be updated every time we upload. We would love the chance to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the 2020 Formula 1 season. It's absolutely incredible. We are loving our performance. Please help us out. About 200 away right now. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Thank you for watching us. We hope that you enjoy our content. We have so much more coming for you ahead of the 2020 Eiffel Grand Prix in Germany, a very spicy one with all the news. We talk about Mick tomorrow, also Mick Schumacher, of course, in doing his test with Alfa Romeo, and what's it going to be like if he does enter Formula 1, of course, the man who is on the verge of becoming Formula 2 world champion, and of course the son of Michael Schumacher, as well as our race reaction as well for the race, Agree or Disagree, and F1 24/7 news, and the debate show. So much more content. We hope that you enjoy. Make sure to stay around for our channel in the future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay safe, take care, and we hope that you enjoy our content. But until then, we'll see you later.